Good morning everybody. Today is our second day in Seoul. We have to get ourselves a SIM card. I've done a bit of research, and if we get a bus to a stop called Ewha Women's University, we should be able to buy ourselves a SIM card at a reasonable rate. It's a lot more expensive here in South Korea. So we're waiting at the bus, and it says there 710. That's the bus we're looking for. Whoops, 710. It's 2 stops away. So here comes our bus, blue, number 710. I think we can get on here. Hello. 1260. Okay, well that worked. Now we've got to look for Ewha Women's University exit. How pretty. This is a middle and high school with those mountains behind. Absolutely beautiful. Seoul, Korea is it's a juxtaposition between super modern and beautiful old Korean style architecture. You know, there's a lot of greenery around, the weather's absolutely fantastic. Getting a SIM card for your phone here in South Korea is a lot more complicated than anywhere else in Southeast Asia. And I say complicated, probably just a lot more expensive. If we wanted to get one in our local area, they've been offering us like monthly cards for tourists for 79,000 won, which is a huge amount. They can be sort of $80, $90 a month for unlimited.
It's always a bit worrying when you're never sure where you've got to get off or not.
No, but it's announced in English. Ewha University, Women's University. It said back gate. Now, the directions I know are from the subway, from the train, so we have to find our way now to the subway. So I was saying, Michelle, that the SIM cards at the airport, sometimes they're as much as 20 or 31 for, and it's just 1 or 2 days.
Yes.
This guy, look up, he might be able to see where he's going. If you've never been to South Korea before, you may be surprised on just how clean and green it is here. So now I think we have to cut through the university. I hope we're allowed to cut through. So I'm going to suggest to anyone that's thinking of coming and following in our footsteps, get on the subway, because now what we're doing is we're walking towards the subway in order to find exit 2 of the subway. So I think we're on Ewha University campus now. So when in doubt, ask Michelle. Just ask one of the girls, subway is this way. And then when we get to the subway, I've got to look for exit 2, which shouldn't be hard to find. And then I've got instructions from that point on. Okay, turns out this is Sinchon station. So this wasn't actually the station that we were wanting to be at. We want to be at Ewha Women's University station. So we've got to walk quite a bit further and through this cool little tunnel. Woo-hoo. It is so nice here in South Korea for walking. You can walk side by side, which has been a rarity in the last few months. So yeah, it's a pleasure. I just need a few things. We need to sort out getting ourselves some roaming internet. It would have been probably wiser to just get on the train and get off at the university station stop. We'll probably end up passing our phone shop and having to come back on ourselves. Will you look at this? Look what they're growing outside the front of the police station. A whole row of lettuce here. I think this is some sort of pumpkin that's growing here. Tomatoes. Right. Oh, there's some chilies there as well, look. Right outside the police station. So here ahead of us are the subway entrances. So this one, clearly marked, Ewha Women's University. This is the stop you would get off if this turned out to be a successful trip. Now we just need to look for exit 2. So you'll come out of exit 2 here. And then there's a Paris Baguette. You're going to turn left out of here. We're just going to walk down directly towards the university, which is actually where we were 10 minutes ago. So we're going back on ourselves. So down this road. little ferry of some sort. So we've got to wait a moment. I'm killing time because there's a guy reversing into this road. This guy's going to be doing all sorts of strange things. Let's get out of the way. So ordinarily you wouldn't have a bitumen lorry delivering. You just carry on straight down this road. Let's get ahead of the game here. So a little diversion, don't forget, fully around the bitumen lorry. Okay, here is the university. On the right side, the university building. And that can only mean that our phone shop is to the left here. Down this little slope. Right opposite a big lotteria, which is a supermarket chain here, is this KT shop. Now, Korea Telecom. Not KT's shop, no. Okay, so here's where we're going in. Okay, I'm coming outside the shop because there's a lot of people in there. It's very busy actually. Yeah, so it's still expensive. 20,000, that's 23, 24, 25,000 Aussie dollars, but you know, is what it is. But that gives you really poor quality internet. You're only getting about 300 megabytes and then it's going to drop, so it might be a bit tricky for live streaming. If you want to get anything here that would give you the ability to live stream, it's at least double that. The other problem is the SIM card that you buy here expires. It can't be renewed at all. It expires in 1 month's time. You can pay extra as long as you know you're going to be here for 2 or 3 months. You can buy 2 or 3 months, but Michelle and I don't know whether we'll be here for a month, 2 months, 3 months, we're not sure. So we're just going to get ourselves off the ground with a $20,000 card, a 20,001 card. It is expensive, but right now we just need something to get us active, and we'll do a bit more research. If anyone's got any clues out there, any sort of ideas of anything better, you know, it surprises me a little bit that you're here in a country that's so advanced in many ways, and yet it seems to be so very backward for internet. I was offered something in my area for nearly 90, and it was $90 Australian, which is probably about $70 US. Now, a lot of people traveling, they'll think that's quite reasonable, but if you've traveled throughout Southeast Asia, you're kind of used to paying $3, $4, $5 a month for super unlimited internet. So this is actually in Korea, and I'll get a photograph of the one inside so you can see the basic price. A 1 month card, 20,000, 2 months, 40,000, no discount for 2 months, 60,000 for 3 months. We're only going for 20,000, so apparently 1 month from now that card will be dead. There's nothing you can do about it. And you're only going to get 300 megabytes of full speed, and then it'll drop down. If I wanted to get something a little more powerful, I could, but you know, 40,000, that's close to $50 a month. I think that's a bit expensive, but we'll decide. We'll do a bit more research. We're a bit on the back foot at the moment, so we're just going to go with a simple solution. So that was fairly painless though. It's nice and easy. The girls were very sweet. They speak English. Michelle noticed on the front, only opens at 11 o'clock. So if you're an early riser, forget that. While we're here, we're going to have a little explore of this area. So we think this is a supermarket, although actually now it looks like a... Oh. Okay, now this is a fast food. It's not a supermarket, it's a fast food chain. Blast! Michelle and I were hoping to have our first Korean supermarket experience. We've been in lots of little kiosk shops and things, but I wanted to go in a shop and see if we could get some coffee for the hotel room so we don't have to keep going out in the morning for coffee. What we can do is go, this is again a bit like a 7-Eleven, E-Mart 24. We did a video in one of these in Malaysia. So is this a little one or a big one? Let's have a look. I think it's a little one, and it says pull on the door. Yeah, it's very small. Very small. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to get much in this place. Cool little shop though. So yeah, I think we'll probably, we might get a little bit of B-roll. If anything interesting happens, I might share it, but that's how to get a SIM card, or a way of getting a SIM card. If we find out anything more, we might update that in the later video. All right, love to you all. See you later. Take care. See you next time.
Bye.
Now, that's interesting. I wondered if there was any staff in here, but there isn't. And I think it's a self-service 7-Eleven. So the lady's doing her own checkout. It's an unmanned 7-Eleven. So it's self-service. You bring your stuff to the counter here and you just tap out and pay and go.
Okay. So I don't think we'll be topping up our tea money in here then.
No, not in here. We need help.